beautiful people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whatever country you're watching from and depending on whatever time zone you're watching from. My name is Anita. I'm a nurse student of Attain As University here in Cyprus, and today's video, guys, I'm going to share with you my academic journey throughout my 100 level down to this present level, which I'm currently now in 200 level. Okay, I'm going to share with you how I was able to skyrocket my GPA from a second class to a first class student. Okay, and in today's video, guys, I'm also going to be sharing with you practical steps in which you can be able to grow your GP, okay, just in case you're planning to study nursing, depending on whatever country you're studying from, or even if you want to come down to study here in Cyprus. I'm going to share with you basically everything that pertains to my academic journey, my mistakes, my experiences, my challenges, my difficulties, and how I was able to improve my score and attain this amount of success which I attained in my last semester. But first and foremost, one thing you should know about Attain As University is that their system of grading is exceedingly high. I can't tell for other countries, but I know that in Nigeria, the system of grading is not as high as it is here in Cyprus, okay? Because in Nigeria, a 70 over 100 is an AA. But here in Attain As University, a 90 over 100 is an AA. So how was I able to navigate my grades in my academic journey? In my 100 level semester, guys, I ended the semester with a 3.1 GP, which according to the school was a fair enough result because I was awarded a certificate of honor. Because here in Attain As University, if you have a GP of 3.0 to a GP of 3.49, you'll be issued a certificate of honor. And if you have a GP of 3.5 to a GP of 4.0, you'll be issued a certificate of high honor, okay? Of which in Nigeria, I think the highest GP is 5.0, but here in Attain As University, the highest GP is 4.0, okay? Once you are within that range of 3.5 to 4.0, just know that you are a first class student. All right, so in my 100 level, guys, I ended the semester with 3.1 GP, of which according to the school was a good result, but according to me, guys, it wasn't that good enough for me because I wanted to do better. So what did I not do in my 100 level versus what did I do in my 200 level? Okay, what was that thing that made me not to perform so well in my 100 level versus what is that thing that made me to perform so well in my 200 level? I'm going to share with you my mistakes in my 100 level, and I'm going to share with you that which I implemented in my 200 level that helped me to skyrocket my GPA from a second class to a first class then. All right, so without further ado, let us head on straight into today's video. So what was that thing that made me not to perform so well in my 100 level? In my 100 level, guys, there were two courses that actually spoiled my GPA and made me not to perform so well. And these two courses were Turkish language and fundamentals of nursing. Turkish language being that I'm not a Turkish person, so I don't really know much about Turkish. I had a DD in that course, and having a DD in that course actually spoils my GP, okay? Then fundamentals of nursing is the word that I really want you to pay key attention to if you're studying nursing, okay? Fundamentals of nursing here in Cyprus is a 13 credit unit course, and in that course, guys, I had a 72 over 100. Of which a 72 over 100 here in Attain As University is a CB. And if you have a CB in any course, so that it will automatically spoil your GP. Most especially if that course is a 13 credit unit, okay? So I want you guys to learn from my own mistake, right? This is one thing that spoils my GP in my 100 level. Having a CB in my 13 credit unit course was one thing that spoils my GP, okay? So for you students that are about to go into nursing school, always make sure to pay key attention to the courses that have very high credit units, okay? Any course that has a very high credit units, always pay very keen attention to that particular course, okay? Make sure to study so well for that course and make sure to pass that course. Of course, if I was in Nigeria and I had a 72 over 100 at that course, it is an AA. But because I am here in Cyprus, Attain As system of grading is exceedingly high. Having a 70 over 100 is a very poor result. Yes, as a Attain As student, it's a very poor result. So make sure to have at least a 90 over 100 if you actually want to attain a very high GP, okay? So that was one of the mistakes in my 100 level, okay? I didn't pay key attention that the lecture notes was so easy to understand. Like if you're reading it, it's very easy to understand. But I felt so overconfident in myself that no matter what I'm going to perform extremely well in this course, plus the fact that we're not even given enough time in the examination hall. Like there were so many things attached to me having a CB in that course, okay? And I think one of the reasons why I didn't do so well in that course was overconfidence. I was so confident in myself that because of how easy the lecture notes was, I was so sure that I'm going to perform extremely well in that course, okay? So it was overconfidence that dealt with me. Yes, that's one reason I would say that maybe not to do so well in that course, okay? So what did I do in my 200 level now? In my 200 level, we did medical nursing, which is a 13 credit unit course. And I told myself that I'm going to perform extremely well in this course. I made sure to target from 90 to 100 in this particular course because I needed to have an AA in this course so as to build my GP, because I was not happy with my GP in my 100 level. I studied real hard for that course. I studied the lecture notes over and over and again. I didn't rely on my confidence because I said to myself that overconfidence this time is not going to kill me, it's not going to destroy my GP. So I read that course over and over again. I had to study past questions. I had to focus so well on that 30 credit unit course because I needed that 30 credit unit course to help to build my GP. Okay, so that was exactly what I implemented in my 200 level, and I had an AA in that particular course, and it helped to skyrocket my GP from a 3.1 to approximately 3.9 out of a 4.0, guys. Can you imagine? So what should you learn from my mistake? Do not rely on your confidence alone. Do not say to yourself that because this lecture note is so easy to understand, that I'm so confident in myself that I'm going to perform extremely well in this particular course. Don't rely on your confidence alone. Make sure to study over and over and over again. You study the first time, you study the second time, you keep on studying that particular course until it's time for the examination, okay? Don't just study it once and say, oh, it's so easy to understand, and then you close the book and then you wait till this exam period and you go into the examination hall to write, because you don't know how the questions will come out. You don't know how to set the questions. You don't know how technical the lecturer can be when setting the exam questions, okay? So make sure to focus more and pay keen attention to any course that has the highest credit unit, okay, so as to attain academic success and academic excellence. All right, another thing that helped with this 200 level was that I make sure to have AAs in almost all my courses, okay? The only course that I know that I did not do so well in was my pharmacology. That pharmacology, I had a BB in that course, and that's because pharmacology is not for me, honestly. Like, the drugs you will have to learn, the drug action, the drug name, the drug dosage. You have to know everything that pertains to drug. The half-life of a drug, everything. It's not a course that I actually fancy, I won't lie to you guys. Pharmacology is not the best course for me. Like, I put in my best to study that course. Heaven knows I had sleepless nights because of that course. I studied that course over and over and over and over again, but still I wasn't able to attain that A that I wanted to attain. I had to know the name of drugs and their drug action. There were a lot to study in pharmacology, plus how bulky the notes was. It wasn't really an easy one. Honestly, guys, nursing school is something else. Currently now, I'm in my 200 level second semester, and the hustle is real. Like, the competition in my department alone is something else. Everybody is studying so hard to attain a very good GP, okay? Of which is a good thing for me, because if you try to relax, you will see that your mates are studying. Here in my department, you don't even need to relax at all, because if you relax, the person coming behind you can just overtake you, okay? Nursing school, I think nursing school in general is full of competition. I don't really know. I can't really tell because I don't know how other countries are. But here in my department, the competition and the hustle is real. Honestly, guys, everybody wants to have a very good GP. Nobody wants to slack. Nobody wants to relax. Nobody wants to be behind. Everybody wants to be on the top, okay? And plus the fact that I made work and study, it has not really been an easy one for me. Like, honestly, how I was able to achieve very good grades this 200 level is something that I'm still thankful to God about, because it's not really an easy one for me at all. Okay, like, I go to school, from school I go to work, and I come back home late at night. I'm so tired to open my book to study. I try to wake up at the middle of the night to study, because I know fully well that during the period while I'm at work, I know that some of my mates are in the library studying, okay? So that period I'm not studying. I try to wake up at the middle of the night to study, to catch up, in order to catch up, so as not to fail, because nobody wants to fail, okay? So managing work and studying at the same time, it has not really been an easy one for me, but determination was one thing that kept me, okay? So what should you learn from my own experience? What should you learn from my own journey? I advise that you try to determine whatever thing you're doing. If you're trying to pursue academic success, if you're trying to pursue academic excellence, determination is key. You have to be determined to study hard. You have to be determined to study hard. Nursing school is not child's play at all. If you want to study nursing, you have to be determined to study your best. You have to put in your best effort. I mean, put in your very, very, very best effort so as to put my study well in your courses, except you just want to be an average student, okay? But if you want to be a star student, you have to put in the work, okay? Also, you have to set goals for yourself. You have to set goals that you can achieve for yourself, okay? For example, you can set a goal to wake up every middle of the night to study, and you have to keep to it. Like, even if it's 2 hours every night, it's something, okay? Do not set a goal that you cannot achieve. Do not say to yourself, I'm going to study for like 8 hours every night. It's achievable, quite all right, but it's not achievable if you've never tried to wake up before, if you've never tried to study at the middle of the night. Because waking up at the middle of the night is another hustle on its own. You have to try, you have to train your body to wake up at the middle of the night to study, okay? That's why I say you should set goals that you can achieve. At least start with 2 hours every night, okay? Then with time, you will see yourself staying even up to 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. You can even go up to 8 hours, depending on how you've trained yourself, depending on how your body can carry, and depending on how you trained yourself, okay? So make sure to set goals that you can achieve, all right? And after setting that goals, go for it, okay? Don't limit yourself. Don't say to yourself, don't give yourself excuses. Like, for example, if I give myself excuses that because I am working, then I cannot study really hard, I want to attain that high that I wanted to attain, okay? Also, try to make friends with people that are better than you academically. Like, you know your own academic capacity, okay? And you know other people's academic capacity. You should know people that are better off than you. Try to learn from those that are better off than you, okay? So as to gather more knowledge and more wisdom on how to navigate your academic grades in nursing school, okay? So I hope this video must have helped 1 or 2 persons. I hope you must have learned 1 or 2 things from this video on how to perform better. I mentioned that you should try not to be too overconfident in yourself. Try not to limit yourself. Be determined to study harder. Set priority goals for yourself. Set goals that you can achieve, goals that you can attain. Also, try to make friends with people that are way better than you, okay? And make sure to study real hard. Focus more on the courses that has the highest credit you need, and do your best to have A's in almost all of your courses, all right? That's way, guys, you see yourself having a very good GP, okay? I believe that this video must have broadened your knowledge the more. You must have learned 1 or 2 tricks that can help you to perform better in your next results, okay? So till I come your way again the next time, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.